Spring is finally here, which means we are hatching a lot of chickens here. It takes me a few days to fill up the hatcher, and that holds 22 eggs, but our chickens are really nice, so I can pick them out when she is laying. This is one of my favorite chickens. She's so nice. She always comes to see if you have any snacks when you come to check on them and feed them and give them water. Once I've collected for a few days, I keep them at room temperature. I start up the hatcher and fill up the eggs carefully, and we also do a little bit of a quality check. It takes 21 days to hatch chicken eggs, and for the first 18 days they stay at about 50% humidity, and then it goes up to 70%. And once they start hatching, it goes really quick. It takes them a few hours to get out, and they kind of do a circular motion, and then the top falls out and they can get out. And once they start, it gets full quite quickly in there, but they have to stay there for up to 24 hours or until they're dry. So I keep them in there for a little bit. I really like the sound. It's a bit full in there, but they're okay. They don't need any water or food in the beginning. So cute. This year I helped out 4 chicks where I removed a little bit of the shell but left the membrane, so they still had to work their way out, and they actually survived. Atlas, our golden, is giving him a little bit of a health checkup. He loves checking in on them. Every time they see movement or they hear noise or they notice you, they wake up and get really active, and then they kind of fall asleep again. Once they're dry, like this fluffy chick here, I take them out and put them in a box with a heating lamp. And when they're all kind of up and walking and dry and they start to eat, we can kind of leave them alone for a little bit. They're still really tired from getting out of the shell, so they don't really do much in the beginning. Once one chick falls asleep, they kind of settle down, all of them. Still fighting it, but in the end they calm down. After a couple of weeks, we keep them in a brooder in a shed, still with the heating lamp going. And these guys were actually really scared of us for a while, so we started feeding them by hand to get them a little bit more used to us, so they wouldn't get too traumatized when we go in to give them food and water. And this has helped a lot. So the first handful or two we give by hand, and then the rest in the feeder. And now they're so much more interested whenever you come. Check if you have any food. They don't get as flighty anymore. That's really nice. It also makes it easier to check on them when they're adult. Once they get a little bit older, they would go out in a coop, maybe with the other adult chickens, but we actually have a bit of spring snow at the moment, so they're gonna stay indoors for a little while longer. Even the adult chickens don't want to go out in this weather. They're just standing there, checking out the weather, pecking at the snow, but there's no way they're gonna go out. That's okay, they can stay indoors for a bit. But they always have the option to go out at least. And the next batch of chickens is already in the hatcher. This time a little bit of different egg color.